The director of the Wager Leprosarium, Reverend Father Andrew Campbell, is calling for more support for people living with leprosy across the country. According to him, such persons are helpless and live in penury. He was making the appeal at the inauguration of the Lepers Aid Board and Council of Co-workers and Friends of Father Campbell Foundation. Listen.
Father Campbell says he was inspired by Mother Teresa to embark on the project by supporting the vulnerable in the society. But he says the demands on him have become enormous, such that he needs his friends and associates to help him put smiles on the faces of the vulnerable in the Ghanaian society.
Very, very happy moment, because over the years here in Ghana, I'm over 52 and a half years in Ghana, and every year I seem to get more and more people coming to me for help. The street children, the lepers in the different settlements all over the country, and more people are coming, and I cannot do it all on my own. I need help, and that's why when I was reading about Mother Teresa forming this friends and co-workers of Mother Teresa, I said, yes, that's what I need to do, is to have friends and co-workers of Father Campbell coming together and be able to help, because the poor people today, many of them go to bed hungry. The poor people, they cannot afford a lawyer. Like one of my friends, a very poor person, he said to me, Father, he said, for the poor there's no justice. I cannot afford a lawyer. I cannot. So he was discouraged, you know, in this. And then when you see the prices of medication, you know, one person here in the leprosarium, she had 2 clots in the lung. I'm paying 950 cedis a month just for medication, just for one person.
He further called for support to enable him meet the demands that come with catering for the lepers.
So we must help them. Those of us who are well, those of us who are strong, those of us who have something, we must share it with others. When God has given all of us gifts, so we can easily share it with others. It might be just something small or something big, whatever it might be, you know, because Mother Teresa was asked once, well, what you're doing is like a drop of water in the ocean. And Mother Teresa says, the ocean is better off for that drop of water. Every Christmas we have a concert, so we'll be organising our concert, and to get more and more people to come and donate and let people know what is happening, because many people don't even know a time that Wager Leprosarium exists. They don't know. They don't know that every year over 250 new cases of leprosy in Ghana. They don't know that. They don't know these things. So we will be able to help them and be able to let people know, and letting them know when they know this, touch their hands and touch their heart and touch their pocket.
There were pledges and other donations at the launch. Former Auditor General Daniel Yao Domelovo graced the launch. Richard Kwejenyako, Joy News, Wager Leprosarium, Accra.
Let's stay a bit longer on care for persons living with leprosy in Ghana and how widespread the condition is at the moment, as well as general care for the socially excluded. Of the Wager Leprosarium, Reverend Father Andrew Campbell, has joined me in the studio right now. Good morning to you.
Good morning.
Always a pleasure to see
Thank
you.
you.
And let me congratulate you for the Lifetime Achievement Award, the Joy News Impact Makers Award. How does that make you feel?
That people are recognizing what I am doing, and more people want to help, because many people don't know of the situation in Ghana.
Yeah.
You know, because it's not just Wager we're helping, we're also helping Ho, the settlement in Ho. There's a settlement in Nkanchina, that's up in the Oti Riverside there.
Yes.
Also Kokofu, and also in Wa. We've got over 700 cases in the different villages up in Wa.
Okay.
And then down in Cape Coast, Anchorford. So we've been helping all of those. And about twice a year, the District Common Fund, they give me money to buy food and medical care, medicines and the rest. So we go on a tour and we go around to all these various settlements and bring them the food items and the medicines and the rest.
Okay. So tell me more about the Impact Makers Award. I mean, and what has changed since June 23 when you were handed that award?
When I received that award, I felt so elated. I said, now people are recognizing what I am doing, and that more people will come on board and say, look, that's why I've started the Friends of Father Campbell, friends and co-workers of Father Campbell.
Yeah.
So that, and the idea came to me because my patron is Mother Teresa of Calcutta.
Okay.
I've always looked to her as an example, as a model. So she had this group called Friends of and co-workers of Mother Teresa.
Okay.
So the idea came to me, well, I can do the same here.
Yeah.
And get people, involved, form an organization that we all come together, let's say once a year for a meeting or once a year for a concert, and they can give so much maybe every month. Because, bills, hospital bills and medical care is skyrocketed in the past year.
Yeah.
And I have to pay a lot of money. This year alone, I would have paid over 100,000 cedis, for people who have been sick, people who have been hospitalized and pay such and such. So this group, will help me, to raise money and to be able to pay these bills and the rest. Because we've got one little girl who's our little princess.
Okay.
She came from Moi, and she had leprosy. We don't know how she got it.
Oh, goodness.
We don't know. And they're just full of sores. One day they saw the age, maybe around 2-ish, just full of sores, and they realized she had leprosy. Took her to the hospital.
Oh.
And nobody in the family has leprosy.
Wow.
But the grandfather wanted to take her out of the hospital and perform rituals.
Okay.
And you know what that means. He wouldn't come back. The mother ran away.
Yeah.
So the child was left abandoned.
At the hospital.
So the child is only learning how to even talk now at the age of 4.
Goodness.
So we took her. We didn't want to abandon. She's such a beautiful little girl. But she stepped on hot coals. And when you have leprosy, the nerves are affected such and such. So she didn't feel it. So the bones got infected. The bones on the left foot. And it went right through the bones. So now she had 2 amputations on the left leg, below, just at the knee. This morning we sent her to the orthopedic training center in Enswam to get something done for that left leg to see if we can help her in some way. So all that, the cost in the hospital, the cost of medication, where do I get that money from?
That's a lot
Because
of money.
the government gives a LEAP fund. They give 30 CDs a month, which is 1 CD a day.
Wow.
I can't live on that.
Yeah.
And they can't live on it either. They can't live on that. That's why I need support. I need the help from people of goodwill.
Let's talk generally about the situation of people living with leprosy and the things you've spoken about, this little girl, and all the others, the things that you're doing to cater for them at your facility.
I tell the people in Wage you're blessed because people come to visit us or celebrate their birthday or anniversary. They come and give us food. And whatever food we have left over, we take care of those at Wage, and then the food, we send it to the other settlements. So the other settlements are not as blessed as regards visitors, as regards benefactors. I don't know how they exist because they send word to us. At times they send word, Father, we're hungry. Father, we're hungry. Or we need help. Can you help somebody get into hospital and maybe has an amputation to be done or something? So they are suffering. They are suffering. There are a lot of problems in the different settlements in Ho. There are problems there with the sewage and the rest. In Encanchina, there's a lot to be done in all of these places. So we're trying to, get some help to see what we can do to help these people so that they don't suffer so much.
What has been the most pressing need for you, and how do you think we can take care of these needs in a sustainable way?
Money for food and for medical care.
Okay.
The main problem we have, is the stigma.
Okay.
That is the main problem we have. People are still afraid, of going near these people. Like this little girl, she's only 4 years old. She just had her birthday last week. Somebody was carrying her in Waja, and a nurse from the hospital said, "Are you not afraid you'll get leprosy?
Goodness.
You're not afraid." And then they look at me and they say, "I've been involved with lepers since 1974." And then they also look at the vice president who took them, all the lepers from Wage, he brought them to his house.
Nothing.
And the house warmer, he had a party and he served every one of them with his wife.
Yeah.
You know, and I was sort of amazed, you know, you don't get leprosy.
Yeah.
You're not afraid of touching them or hugging them.
Yeah.
So thanks to Joy. Joy, you've done a fantastic job. I've known Joy for many years, many years. And you've brought across, you've educated people, which we want, you know, we want to educate people. They don't know. Some of them are ignorant. They're ignorant, they don't know. They don't know. You know, like when I went first to Christ the King Church, some woman said, I hope Father Campbell doesn't bring those dirty people here.
Oh, no.
So I had to talk. The following Sunday, I got up on the pulpit and said, look, they're not dirty people, they're God's children.
Yep.
And I educated them and I won them over. And I was able to bring the lepers anytime to Christ the King Church.
Yeah.
And they accepted them and they supported them in every way. I'm so grateful to Christ the King for all the support, financial support, always backing me in all the activities I did for them. So the stigma is the first thing. And then the food and the medical care.
Yeah.
You know, how can you live on a CD a day? How can you? And then you want someone to do farming, they haven't got fingers.
Yeah. It's
Haven't got
going to be
fingers.
difficult
You know,
to do that.
How do you manage to, you know, but they still try.
Yeah.
There's one woman, she just has her hands like, and she has a farming wage. She's grown beautiful corn.
Wow.
See the corn she's grown in a little corner of wage.
That's
I
interesting.
admire her, what she's done with the hands that she has.
Wow.
So we want to help them so that they're not felt as second-class citizens or third-class, you know, you're a leper, don't you? You know, we want to get rid of that stigma because formerly, going back to 1970s and 80s, in the hospitals it was awful. It was awful how they were stigmatized in the hospital.
Yeah.
But now, when we bring them to, let's say, the Ridge Hospital, we had 4 there recently, 4 people on admission. And the staff were fantastic. They took care of them. They weren't afraid to go near them. They made them feel at home.
Yeah.
And this, I'm so grateful to the Ridge Hospital for the love and care they've shown to these people.
Yeah, talking about the Ridge Hospital, tell me about the support generally from the public. How has it been so far?
You know, when I wanted support for this little girl, I put it on my WhatsApp, my social, and people were wonderful. They really wanted to help her. They saw they saw photographs of me with her, and I told them what had happened. People really responded and really helped me. So now there's people regularly sending in something on my Momo account and supporting me in that way. So once the people know, you know, there's a genuine need and the money is being used, and I give them accounts, send them photographs such as, they respond. Ghanaians are good. They're very good at supporting needy people, needy children, needy people with leprosy. They're very good, and I'm so grateful, you know, to them for the support which they give. Once you're genuine and they know you're transparent, they will give and support you.
You're talking about food and health.
Health, yes.
I mean, these two very important in keeping the persons with leprosy, giving them all the need that the care that they need. How can people support this cause?
We support the cause, you know, we have a bank account with Cal Bank.
Okay.
And then through my Momo, people send money through my Momo. Because I need support. I tell you, you know, that I have this Father Campbell Foundation, Father Campbell Foundation, and we're taking care of the lepers and street children and others. Now, what we want to do at Waja, we want to start a sports center and an event center.
Okay.
And we need help. This is where I need help. We have the land, and with the sports center and an Astra turf pitch, you know, and some tennis and others, and also event center for occasions like funerals and weddings and the rest. And with the money that we'll get from this, I'll be able to help all these people. All these people, not just the lepers, but also the street children I'm involved in. You know, we'll be able to help them. So I'm looking for a sponsor. I'm asking God to send me somebody to say, Father, I'll take care of it. Because I brought, last Friday, my architect and engineers, they were out at Waja looking the land to see what could be done. So I'm asking the Lord to send me somebody that will say, Father, I'll take care of the sports centre.
Okay.
I'll take care of the event centre. I will do all of that. So Lord, please send me somebody.
God will definitely answer your prayers.
And, be able to assist me, because that's my vision.
Yeah.
You know, I'm always getting visions. I'm 77 years of age, and the Lord is still giving me visions.
Yeah.
And you know, what should be done? A lot has to be done.
Yep.
And I'm happy that yesterday was a happy day, very happy day. And the night at Labadi Beach, it was even a happier day. You know, we all came together to support. I was so happy.
Yeah.
So I need help for this center, for the sports center. I need help for the event center. So we'll be able to collect money. So the money we get from hiring out, you know, because Guineans, they love playing football.
Yep.
Even now at the moment, they're using part of my field. About 50, 60 go there every week and they play football there. So I know once I start there, that will bring money. And then I'll be able to pay for, not just for wager, because I want wager to be like a rehabilitation home, or a home where they'll feel happy. You see, they're ostracized, they're marginalized, they're looked down upon. But I want them to come to age and feel happy. I'll give you an example. There's one man there called Thomas. Thomas came over a year ago. One morning at 6 o'clock, he came to my door. I'm from up by Sinyani. Father, can I stay here? He was blind, he was a cured leper. So I said, yes, you can stay. I said, what's the problem? He said, I'm staying with my family, but they don't mind me. I have a room in the family house. Sometimes they give me food, sometimes they give me water, other times they don't. They don't mind me.
Yeah.
They don't mind me. So I've decided to come. After spending about a month or 2 months with us, he came and said to me, Father, now I feel human.
Yeah.
Isn't that awful? Now I feel human. Is this how we treat people like this? Or the woman that was in Enswam, she didn't live in the main house. The family wouldn't allow her. She lived in a shed at the back of the garden. Can you imagine? You're putting your mother, somebody in a shed.
Really
And one day she was lying down on the bed and a big cobra came all over her. She was lying in the bed. She was scared.
Really?
So she came to me and we took her in and looked after her. You know, we have to stop that. Stop stigmatizing them. Stop, you know, let's love them. And that's what I want Wager to be, a rehabilitation home. We'll have a rehabilitation center there for them. Those who need prostheses, those who need, you know, fittings, we want to help them to make life easier.
To make life easier. So if you want to support, if you're touched this morning and you want to support, this is the bank account is at Carl Bank. The name is Lepers Aid Committee and the account number is 14000017797787. And there's also a Momo number, which is 0243 326643. Name is Andrew Campbell. And if you want to offer any help in terms of material things, the office number is 0556906660. We'll be putting that on our screens so that you would be able to support. I mean, no amount is too small. The bank account again is at Carl Bank. Name of account Lepers Aid Committee. Account number 140000179787, and then the Momo number is 0243 326643. The number to support with anything, food, drinks, water, is 0556906660. No amount is too small to support this good cause. So you inaugurated the Lepers Aid Board.
Oh, the Lepers Aid Board, yes.
Okay, let's talk about that. What change is that supposed to
bring? Now we'll
bring?
have a board to look up to help us with making our decisions and helping us to plan activities, you know, for the lepers in the whole country. We'll be able to do all of that. So yesterday we inaugurated that board.
Okay.
And I'm looking forward now to working with that board to help us. The various people on the board, they've all got experience.
Yeah.
And they'd be able to advise me,
Okay.
you know, what should be done, how do we go about this, how do we do that, and to go to various people for their advice and various activities that have to be organized. So I'm quite confident that the board will do a lot for us to help us in our direction, help us in our planning, help us in our programs, help us in our projects, all of that.
So are there future projects? I'm happy you talked about the football, the park, where you want it to be upgraded so we can try and get some money from there to support the lepers. Are there future projects you want to embark on to help in, you know, catering for these socially excluded
in Wager, we also are going to build a kitchen. And the Lions Club, Omega Lions Club, the new Lions Club, they're going to build a kitchen because I want to make sure that they have one hot meal a day.
Okay.
One hot meal a day. We'll cook that hot meal a day and give it to them. So they're going to build a kitchen. I renovated a small building for my 77th birthday, which was in March. And I converted it into a mosque. Okay. Because when we were building a wall around the leprosy, we had to go through an old mosque, very small mosque. Yeah. But this one I wanted to build a nice big one. So we have a nice mosque which they use every day. So we have a mosque for their prayer. Now I want another one, a small chapel, a small chapel for the Christians. So that's also on the drawing board. So this is concerning Wager. And then we're also building some shops on the front and on the side. And these shops we'll be renting out, again, to bring in some money to help us in that. So we're practically finished the shops now, which we'll be renting out to people.
Okay.
So all of these, you know, plans. And then as well as that, you know, for the street children, you know, the Minister for Education called me recently once, you know, talked about the education. All these, about 100,000 kids are on the streets in Accra. Yeah. I mean, it's awful. Yep. And I've been deeply involved with the street children at Christ the King when I was there. So we plan to build a facility in Accra, Mother Teresa, a soup kitchen, and to be able to help these kids and see how we can go forward. So that's what we plan to do. So these are all visions. The Lord has given them to me, and I'm 77 years. I say, Lord, you know, I'm on retirement. But the Lord wants me. When I was sick in hospital at the UGMC, and I was practically gone, you know, I had a blood pressure of a dead person, but God brought me back to life. Yes. And when I was lying on the bed with all the drips machines, God spoke to me, and He said, "You haven't finished your work. Go and help the poor." And I was going on retirement. Goodness. So I said, "Fine." I said, I won't go and retire. Let me continue my work." So I haven't finished. So God has told me, "You haven't finished. Go and help the poor," and that's what I want to do.
That's what you want to do. God bless you for your kind gesture.
Thank you.
God will continue to bless you. And of course, for all these projects, you may want to support. And like I said, no amount is too small. So let me mention the account number again. It's at Carl Bank. It's Lepers Aid Committee. The number is 140001779787. It will just be popping up on your screens if you want to support. There's also a Momo number 0243326643. The name is Andrew Campbell, and if you want to support with food, drinks, water, you can also call the office. Is 055-690-6660. No amount is too small to support this good cause.
They're always welcome to come to Wager.
Definitely.
Just to come and see us, and we show them around and see what we're doing, and to meet the people. Yeah. To meet people, come and spend time and celebrate their birthdays or their anniversaries, and it's wonderful.
It's wonderful.
It's wonderful to see them, you know, like the soup kitchen for the joy. It was fantastic. Yes, that was a wonderful day, you know. Wonderful day,
and
you know.
They were so happy.
You know, they made them the happiest. Let me give you one instance. Last 2 years, I brought all the residents of Wager. I brought them to West Hill Mall.
Oh, wow.
We went into ShopRite.
Oh, wow.
We went around, we brought them up and down the escalator.
Oh, my
I hadn't
goodness.
seen an escalator before. So instead of going up, they were coming down. Instead of going down, they were going up. And they were so happy.
They will be
And then
happy.
they saw a lift. What's this? What's this?
They
a lift?
haven't seen that before.
So they went
their
into
whole
it. And they went up and they were screaming.
Yeah,
So then we
you
went to
should do more
KFC.
of that.
I arranged with KFC. KFC gave us donated food for the whole lot. Chips and rice
And
and
chicken
chicken.
and all of that.
So from there we went over to Bujo Beach.
Hey, that.
And we had a fantastic
I
time.
can imagine.
And the one woman took off everything and went into the water. He didn't care. Another woman took off her leg, her artificial leg, and put her, and she sat out in the water and let, and they looked, the happiness. I will never forget. Money can't buy that.
No
money,
way. No way.
money cannot buy that.
No
but that's a memory I will treasure till I
That's
die.
true.
To see the happy faces, the joy
On
on
their
their faces.
faces.
And to see them in that day, that it was wonderful. This is what, when you give,
Yes.
this comes back to you. You want to be happy,
Yeah.
help somebody. You know, make somebody happy,
Yeah.
and it'll come back to you, and you'll be happy.
That's true.
So that's why I want to touch people's lives, to make them happy.
God bless you, Father Campbell. God bless you for this good cause. And we pray that a lot of people will support this good cause. Thank you so
Thank you
much.
very much,
And
Mr.
the name again, your Ghana name is what?
Nilante.
Nilante. So that was Reverend Father Andrew Nilante Campbell. Thank you so
Thank you
much
very
for
much. Thank you.
coming through.